Hello everybody, this is Jade, and in today's video we're gonna be taking a look at Inazuma Diaries Volume 1, The Mysterious Electro Element. It's been out for like 3 days, so another volumes of Inazuma Diaries have been out, and I'm gonna be analyzing those too. So let's get started. So we have here The Mysterious Electro Element, Inazuma Diaries Volume 1. Our journey to Inazuma is about to begin. What lies in store in this land that is suffused with electro? Let's find out. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but who cares? 1. Discovered Electrogranum. Thunder Sakura Bow. Thunder Sakura bows can be found on various islands of Inazuma. Use them to summon a wondrous spirit called an Electrogranum, which will be an invaluable travel companion to Inazuma. So, like Sealies? Like useful Sealies? Oh, here. Electrogranum. Electrograna can only accompany travelers for a set period of time. Please pay attention to this duration. So I'm guessing we're gonna have some kind of bar, perhaps like the stamina bar or something like that for our Electrogranum duration. Sacred Sakura. Head to the top of the Grand Nurukami Shrine to see the Sacred Sakura. It's an unforgettable location. While enjoying the scenery, you can increase the level of the Sacred Sakura's favor, making the Electrogranum more powerful thereby. So, like a tree. So, similar to the Dragonspine tree, but... No, yeah. Similar to the Dragonspine tree. It gives us, like, some rewards, and... I remember there were wishes, a glider, money, and other rewards, I believe. I'm not too sure. Definitely money and some wishes. And a glider. So, purple glider. Nice. Electro Sigil. Tip: offer electro sigils you obtain in your various adventures in Inazuma to the Sacred Sakura to raise your Sacred Sakura's favor level and gain valuable items in return. So we're getting rid of Marjorie's shop. Like the jewelry shops in Mondstadt and Liyue that have that take geo and animal sigils, and we can change it for stuff. So I'm thinking that since Inazuma is super strict with some things, there's not going to actually be a shop because it wouldn't make sense. So instead there is a tree. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Second, effects of Electrogranum. Providing your adventures, the Electrograna can provide you with various benefits. Thunder Sphere usage. Many strange objects known as thunder spheres dot the Inazuman skies. When you come within range of a thunder sphere while carrying an Electrogranum or while affected by electro, you can move swiftly in the direction of the thunder sphere. Use these thunder spheres to move lightning fast through the air. It's an incredibly convenient method of traversal. Isn't this the bug grapple thing from Monster Hunter Rise? It looks like it's gonna work similarly. It really looks like, if you see this picture, it really looks like it's gonna be super similar to the bug grapple thing from Monster Hunter Rise. And this is something I'm not excited for. Like, unless this is super needed for exploration, I'm not excited for this. I just think that Genshin is going to attract a lot of new players. So having this complicated... We're getting a lot more gadgets with time. And people only use like 2 or 3 of those gadgets, if we're getting too many usable, super valuable gadgets, we're just gonna have a bunch of gadgets that new players are not gonna know how to use, which is my concern. But I just hope this is super useful and we get like a clear tutorial on how to use it for new players. Because a lot of people don't even see this Inazuma Diaries things, so a lot of people are not going to know how to use them or what are they worth for. Moving on, tip. Travelers can determine whether they can move to the Thunder Sphere by seeing if an icon at the bottom of the screen lights up. Okay. Thunder Barrier Traversal. Thunder Barrier. These mysterious barriers that block entry are known in Inazuma as Thunder Barriers. For some mysterious reason, however, traveling with an Electrogranum can allow you to pass through the barrier unimpeded. Oh. This reminds me of that area in Mondstadt where there are like 2 crossed tree trunks and a lot of swords, and there were a lot of barriers similar to this one, but they were wind barriers, and you had to do multiple tasks to unlock them. But this seems like, I believe, depending on the amount of barriers, you need multiple levels of Electrogranum. Quite fun. Number 1, observe the symbols on various thunder barriers. Can you spot any differences? Stronger barriers will require a stronger Electrogranum to pass through them. Oh, so it's barrier level and not barrier amount. If you encounter an impenetrable thunder barrier, please remember to go to the sacred Sakura to enhance your Electrogranum. Oh. So you go to the to this tree, to the sacred Sakura, you offer the Electro Sigils, and those automatically upgrade your Electrogranum so you can unlock certain things. Okay. Some things are gated, which I like. So you can't just smash through all of the content, which is nice. Thunderstone. 2. Some thunder barriers contain thunderstones that inflict continuous damage. An Electrogranum can temporarily suppress the thunderstone's power, allowing travelers to avoid taking damage. If you ever come across a thunderstone, take care not to stay within the thunder barrier for too long. I hope we get a bar for the Electrogranum duration. If we don't, it's gonna be so annoying. We're gonna have to be always mindful of our time, but I just think it's better if we get like another bar so we can take a look of the duration. Protection against Bale Thunder. Watch out, when in an area affected by high electro concentrations, you will gradually lose HP. This phenomenon is known as Bale Thunder. Use Electrograna to protect yourself against the harmful effects of Bale Thunder. So, sheer cold, but electro. This, I'm hoping, is also on I believe the region of Sumeru, which I believe is based on desert. I believe the region of Sumeru should be like this arid, desertous land. I hope they introduce something like this in Sumeru. I think it would be so cool. Thunderwood. Thunderwood can usually be found in areas affected by high electro concentrations. Stand near them to protect yourself from the harmful effects of Bale Thunder. Yes, this is sheer cold, but in purple. Okay, at least in some areas and not the entirety of Inazuma. During your journey, you can also discover many interesting things related to the electro element. Is this a seal? Oh yeah, electro Sealy. These are so different. These are so different from normal Sealies. Normal Sealies look more flowy. This one looks like it's more of a concentration, and that looks more like music than an aura. I don't know. These little floating things look like Sealy, don't they? These curious creatures are called electro-Sealy. They will move off a high speed when you get close to them. If you follow them, they may guide you towards a pleasant surprise, but make sure to keep your eyes peeled or you might lose sight of them. So they took into account the fact that people said that Sealy moved too slow. Am I supposed to be worried? Unlike those in the rest of Tibet, the piles of stones in Inazuma contain the electro element. Perhaps they will respond to certain elemental reactions. Oh! So you don't just break them like normal stones. I'm guessing pyro or cryo will be reactive to this. I'm guessing pyro or cryo. Rest, I don't know. I know that when you go to the electro crystal chunks, you have to use pyro to break them and get them. So I'm thinking perhaps only pyro. That would make sense. In addition to the aforementioned content, there are more gameplay features awaiting you in Inazuma. So we'll see you next time. Okay. This was a lot. Let me go back. Okay, so I'm really excited by the Sacred Sakura. I can't stress this enough. I'm really excited. I thought the DRAGONSPINE tree was such a good idea, and I was so mad they hadn't done anything similar like that, and now they're introducing something similar in Inazuma, and it looks so cool. It looks like some type of wolf. It's so nice. It's so good looking, and I'm loving the Inazuma designs with like the purple and pink leaves, and everything is both arid and cool. I don't know. It's so cool. The fact that the electro sigils are introduced inside the Sacred Sakura thing, it's just great. I think it's a great idea. I think a lot of people forget about the jewelry shops in Liyue and Mondstadt and have a lot of sigils like on this. Like at least Sacred Sakura looks good. So I don't think people are gonna forget that easy about redeeming their sigils. So I don't know. I'm just really excited about Sacred Sakura, and it looks so good too. Look at this. Oh, it looks great. This, I'm conflicted. This is gonna be the first thing I'm going to test. Like outside exploration, this is the first thing that I'm going to test because this looks like it's not going to be fun to use. Perhaps it's gonna be like fun to launch yourself, but there's already a kaching glitch that can do that. But I'm not excited about the game getting super complex and super weird and just a bunch of things mashed together. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of characters that already have movement abilities. Kaching, Venti, Kasuha. There's a lot of characters with movement abilities or climbables or stuff like that. And unless it's strictly necessary and will be used for other regions, I'm not excited about this. This I think is cool. Not particularly excited, but I think it's cool that we're getting a lot of the old mechanics introduced again. So yeah, this thunder barriers like a kind of redo from the animal barriers from the the area with the swords that I talked about earlier. I think it's cool. I'm not too sure how I feel about the Electrograna thing, like the useful Sealy kind of item. This, I think it's cool that you need to level up the Sacred Sakura to be able to access some things. I think that's cool. But I don't know, it's not something I'm particularly too excited. This can be super, super annoying or can do absolutely nothing. So I'm thinking it's hard to balance. So I just hope it's well balanced. Because if it's not well balanced, then it's just gonna be annoying and just awful to traverse. And people are gonna forget super easy about Inazuma when everything is done. Like DRAGONSPINE. I'm excited about the Electro Sealies being a little bit faster. But I'm worried that they're making their own kind of Sealy for Inazuma. If they make a different kind of Sealy for the different regions, then Mondstadt and Liyue are gonna look outdated. And I really don't want that to happen. Because I love traversing Liyue so much. There are multiple wind currents, so you can get up top of mountains really, really fast. And if they start doing stuff like updating Sealies for the rest of the things that are gonna be releasing, it's gonna kill Liyue and Mondstadt. Which is, not nice. I get that Mondstadt might die off too quickly because it's kind of the tutorial area and there's not a big amount of monsters, but when you go to Liyue, you find monsters everywhere. And you get like movement and you activate stuff and you get on top of mountains and there are a lot of TPs on top and above, and I get that Mondstadt dies really fast, but I really don't want them to do something this bad for Liyue. So I'm excited about the fact that they move slightly faster, but not necessarily excited because of how the areas are going to be balanced. This I'm excited for. You'll get to see them real easy, and I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed a character of every element free. So there's literally no excuse for not being able to open this. And yeah, that's it. I'm still excited for Inazuma. I'm gonna use this as least as possible unless I just really, really like them. But I'm worried about map balancing a lot. That was it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell thingy. Because Inazuma Diaries Volume 2, I'm gonna be reacting and analyzing that pretty soon. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.